Hey, what's up guys? It's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming and we're back with The Last of Us Part 2. This is Chapter 27, Hostile Territory, All Collectibles. We're going to find all the normal things. We're also going to get a bonus weapon, a bonus holster, and a training manual as well. In fact, we're even going to get one of our artifacts rings off a special trophy, which is kind of tribute to an ongoing Easter egg that Naughty Dog has provided throughout the Uncharted and Last of Us games. Now, just a quick reminder, we do have quick links down below in the video description, and all non-essential gameplay has been removed, as well as the cutscenes that are just not needed. We're going to go ahead and keep on with the keeping on as we make our way down this old scaffolding. We find some craftables, and we make our way into this first old apartment here. Notice the PS2 on the table there by the TV. That's kind of nice. I know it's a PS2 because it's got a corded cable. Corded controller. There we go. All right, make your way into the bathroom, which is not the first one. It's actually kind of a half bath. We're going to find a 12-piece of sups hanging out in the drawer there. And mosey on into the old kitchen as we're going to find a couple of weapon parts. In fact, there's a singlet and a 5-piece in the drawers scattered throughout, totaling 6. Oh, to the yeah. All right, before dropping down into that hole, you're going to want to drop into this doorway right here, or open it up anyways. There is a bonus artifact. This actually does not count towards our overall progress of the game. It is kind of a funny moment, though, because as she starts to read it, it's pretty hot and juicy. And then she realizes, wait a minute, this is Manny's. Manny's having a little, well, let's just say it's a little love shack. That's right. Anyways, we'll go ahead and drop down into the hole now and move on through these apartments here. We'll drop out into another scaffolding area, and we'll find ourselves all the way onto the ground where we yeet ourselves down. I gotta be honest, I must have some pretty strong ankles. I noticed the muscles are pretty above average on Abby, but those ankles, look at the ankles on that one. They must be pretty impressive. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get a boost over the top here. You know, looking at that fence, I'm not sure why Manny did not follow us. I mean, I guess there's probably a reason for it that I'm not really catching on to, but you know, we easily could have scaled that fence on our own, and he could have followed suit. Regardless, once we get across that fence, we're going to go straight across the street into a nice little place called, I think it's called the Spicy Dumpling. We'll go ahead and make our way inside. To the left, under the kitchen sink, is going to be a couple of weapon parts, as well as under the cash register. 3 pickups total, ringing off 18 total parts. We'll go ahead and make our way out the back door, giggity, and down the stairway around to the whole left side here. But there's a window. Don't go into that little stairway to the right yet. We're going to hop in and grab this training manual. And then right behind us, there's actually going to be an artifact that's chilling down there as well. So we'll go ahead and swoop that up real quick. Thank you very much. And we're getting pretty close on our training manuals. We only need a couple more to get that trophy that we are lusting after. I know that some of you pre-ordered and have an extra training manual, or got it a little earlier, I should say, but that's okay. All right, up and out of here we go. And as we make it into the street, we notice this RV with a green car parked next to it. We'll go ahead and hop up on that car, onto the roof of the RV, into this newly found apartment, and rip open this little drawer here as we find the one and only, that's right, the lonely coin, which happens to be for old ND, North Dakota. All right, spoiler alert, as we creep through this little spot here, we actually get attacked by a clicker. Immediately pull back on the old joysticks, otherwise you will get eaten. I found that out the hard way doing my test run, and it was not that much fun, I gotta be honest. So it will jump on top of you. You'll have to spam, 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 spam. Go ahead and hit that button until it removes the clicker, and hopefully your aim is as good as mine, and you can bust off that headshot. Boy, that little gun does some work, if I'm being honest. But we'll go ahead and make our way back through now that it's clear. And as we get through the other side, we're going to find a bathroom right in front of us. Go ahead and swoop up both of the supplement packs there, totaling 23. You might find a craftable in that drawer if you need it. Into the next room here, we actually find ourselves in the living room, and right under the TV there is another drawer. We'll open it up and find weapon parts number 3, which happens to be a 3-piece. All right, now make a yeet across there onto this ledge. We're going to actually go away from where the story wants us to go, over to this guard shack. Inside is going to be a supplement bottle totaling 20. Pick that up before dropping down and sliding through this other little sneaky spot. Now, as we crawl through the other side, we'll drop down. It's another situation where the story wants us to go right, but we're actually going to go around to the left and into this little laundromat right here. And on the washer and dryer is going to be a supplement. We'll go ahead and swoop that up and whoop to the hoop. we, I think, are maybe done with the supplements for this level. There's only 6 pickups. To be honest with you, I wasn't paying attention to which one that was, but we don't have a whole lot more if there are any. All right, now we got to go with where the story wants us to go. We're going to find ourselves inside this room. A truck goes by, and it triggers some loud noise with some infected. They get all distracted. We can actually sneak in and attack them. Notice I actually removed that scene. It was kind of non-essential. I figured you guys didn't want to see me fighting through there. But as we make our way into the bar, after the baddies have been erratied, there should be a 7-piece of weapon parts sitting right there waiting for you to swoop up. And now you can see there's some scratches on the ground there that indicate a nice way out. So we'll go ahead and sneak on through to the other side. Climb the wall and hang a hard left, or a Louie as we like to say, and smash your way into what I believe is the Jasmine restaurant or Jasmine Deli? Maybe Jasmine Bakery? There we go. In the back is going to be our safe for the level. We'll go ahead and punch in a pretty sweet sequence here. If I'm being honest, I got trolled by my son who was helping me with the code. He told me it was almost the perfect number. And he said it was 68, 96, and then he told me it was 69. So I went back to 69, as you can see. But as it turns out, it's actually 89. So 68, 96, 89 should crack that bad boy open. Now, how do we know that? Well, there's an artifact that we find coming up soon that gives us that. So we went ahead and did it early for you. All right, look at that. We've got some eatage, some supplementage, some ammoage. We got lots of jidges. And we'll go ahead and pick it all up, and now we are out of here. That's all we needed from this nice little bakery, so make your way back out the window you smash to come in. Pull a U-turn and go into the next building on the left-hand side, and all the way in the back on the left on your way out, as we kind of make a full turn there, is a total of 3 pickups for 20 supplements. So I was wrong. There was 1 more supplement pickup. All right, in the next building, again to the left-hand side, we're going to find a couple of weapon parts under the counter. Sneaking on both sides of that fan there, totaling 17. And we'll grab those and then make our way to the back door. Giggity. Up the stairs we go. And guess what? There is a couple of baddies up here. Now, I tried to do something epic, and I did a better job on my pre-run where I was scouting. But if you got a bottle or something to make noise, toss it. Try not to hit the clicker. That's not a good recommendation. But you probably picked up some pipe bombs a while back at the stadium. We'll go ahead and use those right quick. Now, I wasn't good enough to get them both, so I had to use an evasive action there. And good thing for me, I'm quick on the buttons. Now, this yeet here, I got to be honest, make sure you run and time that jump pretty epically. Otherwise, you'll fall and you'll have to run all the way back up. In my trial run or my scouting run, I actually had to do it 3 times. Reese was laughing really hard at me. But once you clear the gap, go up to the right-hand side, up the stairs, and onto this little balcony. You'll find a dead dude with an artifact chilling. And there's actually some craftables up there, too. So if you're running low on some things to craft and make some things, there you go. All right, down the stairs into the next room, we're going to find a box on the right-hand side, which actually happens to have artifact number 3. So swoop that up, and before dropping down in that hole, make sure you ripple around to the other side of the wall, and here on the table, right next to another fan. A lot of fans. Must be hot wherever we are. Seattle isn't very warm. It rains all the time. Anyways, artifact number 4 is going to be there, but it's actually an egg. But it's the Relic of Sages trophy that's going to ring off here. I promise, it actually takes quite a while before it shows its face. But essentially, this is an ongoing Easter egg that Naughty Dog has supplied through multiple games. And it's kind of fun to see it in this one. It's called the Precursor Orb, if I remember right. And look at that. We finally got that Booyakashao, the Relic of the Sages. We do drop down and we get attacked immediately. There should be 2 guys. I'm not sure why I only had to deal with 1. Right around the corner, though, on the backside of the cash register is going to be a double-barrel shotgun. So swoop that up and make your way into the back room where you can pick up weapon parts number 6, which totals 7 total parts. There's a couple of ammo packs there for that shotgun. You're going to want to grab it because we're going to have some fun with it here in a hot second. All right, so there we go. I was going to say, I don't know why the other dudes didn't show up. So it turns out there was 3 guys in here. To be honest with you, I thought there was only 2, but there was Trace. And you notice those headshots? That double barrel is pretty beefcake, beefcake. All right, go ahead and bust open the old grate there, and you're going to want to go, nope, wrong way. There we go. We're going to want to go towards the trees, not towards the brick wall. Once we hop over that little median there, we're going to hang a right and go down the street. As it turns out, there is a lot going on in the middle and on the left, but we're going to focus on the right first. So dip into this little office space. That's right. We're going to look for our steepler. It's my steepler. We're going to find an artifact on the counter here, and then we're going to go into the back room where we're actually going to find a gun holster for the short gun. Thank you very much. Now, ironically, we also found this as Ellie, and it's the same thing. Icon's the same, the name's the same, everything's the same. So it's kind of interesting that we both find the same thing. Over to the left of it, though, is going to be some ammo and a singlet, a one piece of weapon parts. That's right. It's not often we see a singlet, but we got one right there. All right, we're all done here in the old office, so make your way back up to this truck here. It is scattered with all sorts of artifacts. Now, it turns out there are 6 artifacts on this truck. There are 3, well, there's 2 on the right side and 1 in the back, kind of 3 on the right, and 3 on the left. There are no specific order in which you need to grab these. They all have a little different story they're telling. Obviously, this is kind of like a shrine or a monument for people who have lost others and or maybe looking for people. So we'll go ahead and just kind of grab these. Just make sure you get 6 total. So 2 on the right, 1 inside, and 3 on the left. Here you go. Here comes number 9. And again, they're all pretty similar in how they look and what they say, but not quite. And then Abby got all this judgment. She's throwing, yeah, you know, someone's trying to get some. Oh, she wasn't that into you. It would have been really funny if they would have busted out with like movie titles, like "She's just not that into you," or you know, I don't know. Anyways, all right, grab them all. Once you got all 6 of those artifacts, you're gonna want to hop over the fence behind you, and before climbing up and getting out of here, you're gonna want to check out these tables, as there is a 3-piece, and I think there's some craftable stuff or some ammo there as well. I only grabbed the weapon parts. Climbing up, as indicated by the yellow paint there in Naughty Dog games, it's always the yellow. Follow the yellow. As you can see, we're going to drop down and sneak through this fence line here that somebody has conveniently cut open for us. Thank you very much. We got a couple of hummers. We got a clicker, or at least an infected. We hear some shots and some yelling. Turns out there is some baddies in the area. I was going to try to be smart and like sneak through here because in my trial run, I was able to, but I had no such luck this time. And so I just went ahead and took out all the bad guys. If I'm being honest, I do think there are 2 on the right. I think there are 2 on the left, kind of close right here. 2 further back left, which are way back in the corner. And then I think there are 2 guys inside this building. So 2, 4, 6, 8 total is my guess. We're really going to focus on going to the 2nd floor. There should be 2 guys on that lower level, so beware of them. And once you get up here, we're going to go into the old 3 lab here, all the way around and sneak, I think, into the 2 lab, actually. But regardless, it's right here in this floating desk with a sink. That's right, we're going to find some weapon parts in there. Now, our main goal is to get all the way to the top floor now. Let's go ahead and find that stairwell again and get all the way to the top. Climb through a bunch of rubble and debris. Well, there's a nice little lantern there for us. Thank you. That's nice. Don't forget you got a flashlight. If things are getting hard to see, click that button and turn it on. Eventually, we'll drop through here and slide down a little bit into another kind of office space. And we'll have to climb down again. And check this out. We'll have to push this giant thing aside once we sneak in. Now, it turns out if you don't grab the double-barrel shotgun in that store that we found it in, you'll actually grab one right here. That was actually something we learned the hard way, too, because we didn't grab it on our trial run. We saw it. We're like, oh, there it is. Let's go ahead and go. We came through there, and boom, double-barrel shotgun picked up. Now, regardless, grab that ammo and make your way over to the left-hand side. There's a nice little picnic table here sitting with a artifact, which happens to be the 12th and final one. And then over to the left is a makeshift workbench. So we'll go ahead and step up to the plate. And once we got it, all right, we are officially done with the collectibles for this level. So, hey guys, that's going to do it for level 27, Hostile Territory for The Last of Us Part 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let us know down below if you used the quick links or watched from the beginning to the end, or what it was that you were missing. We're always curious. Anyways, that's going to do it for me, guys. As always, until next time,